Okay, here we are again. I know I just made a clip about this, but I'm saying it again. Just being thorough. Made sure that when I made um, edits to, for example, if I ever made edits to the files, I made a copy on the original. So you saw that little thing where I changed the resolution to be like an ungodly tiny resolution, and it didn't result in any different functionality of the game. It simply made it tiny. Oh, and for some reason I tried having the game be available on, what is it, 50% quality, and that was able to work if I had it on read only. However, it doesn't actually make anything better, and I'm gonna do it again. Let me see. So here I am. I'm in the whatever files, fuck, and I got it set to read only. Let's just change that off so I can do some edits myself. You only need to go into Notepad to change these. And all I did was I made the resolution 300 by 150 is another alternative that I tried. I also tried 120 by 100 or something. And the other thing is the resolution quality is at 50% right now. We're going to turn that down to 5. We're going to turn it down to 10. We're going to save, exit. We're going to make this read only because as the moment that you try to run the game, it will try to override that. As well as if you... So right now, as you can see, the beautiful little tiny resolution game is playing there. Yay, you have done a thing. Not like it matters. You click the button. As you can see, the resolution doesn't really change too much about the game. The thing is, you can't see anything. So pretend for a moment you wanted to stick with this. You go here, forget about making a title because it won't make any difference. This is just a test anyway. And you go and you try and start the game. Right? Resolution is literally 300 by 150. It's extremely tiny. And you can make it really, it doesn't matter how big you make the screen, but the 10% was the thing that I thought was going to be interesting. Anyway, it starts this thing where it tries to do something. As usual, you go to the character creation, right? Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Now I'm hoping for this to become blue. It never does. Click it. Just click. Please click. I would love it if you could just click. Just get past this one point. Did it already crash? There it goes. The sound just dropped. So, and then it shows up as the usual, the crash report thing shows up. Let's just zoom out for a bit, because this is a little overwhelming. But anyhow, it's annoying because you're here, you think you could, and there it is. everything is stopping. This shows up, and the game just doesn't want to work. So I just go to my second screen, close it, and whatever. The point is, the resolution, like it was suggested in one person's video, who has to be a child or something, they don't want to be heard, so they have a TTS read it out. Resolution doesn't mean shit. And if I go back to that file and reopen it, because it was set to read only, I can see that the resolution didn't change, and it's still at 10 resolution quality. Now, what does that mean? Nothing. Changed nothing. So messing with the in-game settings, that didn't work for me. And funny thing is, even though I have a copy of this, let me show you how easy it is to get into the game. And if you have this stupid low resolution, even if you have it on read-only, because I haven't changed that, and there you go. The game's at full size. Everything's playable at normal, whatever the hell, and everything is normal. So I would have to say this game, windowed and whatever resolution, it doesn't matter. If you don't have the RAM to play it, you're probably not going to be able to play it. But the thing I've noticed, yeah, you can change. There you go. So now we're in windowed mode. This is the smallest it's naturally allowing itself to be preset to, but it really doesn't matter what you do originally. Again, we can do the exact same thing. Don't even change the name, doesn't matter, because it's not going to make a save file. Now, what would be interesting to do is copy someone else's save file over so that you can have a save file to start with and bypass character creation altogether, because you don't actually care whether or not you're real, whether or not you're an actual person, anything like that. I'm just trying to click it, for frick's sakes. Please just click the damn button. That's all I need. One more frame of gameplay out of you. That's all I need. One UI function and nothing. It actually freaking crashed itself. It's not even there anymore. It totally crashed. So that's annoying. So yeah, apparently people who are worried, I'm going to tell you right now, people who are worried about the files being changed and whatever else, like I could literally go into Engine, cut out like half. To be clear, you don't have to worry about any of that as long as you have, for example, this is a folder with a copy of Engine. So I'm going to go into the actual Engine, right? I'm going to go into here. I'm just going to delete this whole section of code, pretty much. Although I have to delete like a specific like lines of code, whatever. Just get rid of it. Not even care. Not even think about it. Save that. And then try to run the game with like half the code missing. So besides the fact that the resolution is now completely gone. Half of the pathways that are supposed to activate are missing. What does this do to the actual game? I've never done this before. Also, we're going to just show you full size, everything, blah. I don't know what this does for the game. Because changing the engine, like I didn't make it read only, but also like changing the engine file. Here we are waiting for this button to light up so we can click it rapidly, hoping that it actually clicks, and it doesn't click because I try to click it and it won't click. It's already crashed. The moment the character is in, it crashes. Why is that the thing? Well, that was a catastrophic annoyance. Like I said, it doesn't matter because I can just take original engine and shove it back in there. It's a copy of the file as is from when it was before it was. Now, the annoying thing with the... So, yeah, I looked through... Here's what I did. Okay. I looked through every one of these on CurseForge. I found absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. The only other thing I can think of is there's this. A server you can load. Now, what does that help? I don't know, but I don't care. It's not working. It's just not, nothing is doing like it's supposed to. Right now, PAL is just, oh no, I pressed install on the server thing. Please stop the game. Anyway, so I was watching some stuff. Of course, I watch Hank Green, who is obviously like...
Resolved last night, ended up online, I'm screwed. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, and I'm pretty sure it ruled. Goddamn.
What is he singing? I don't know. Please tell me. I just need to know what the hell he is singing, because did he make that up? What is going on? Why is palworld not closed? Hello, stop, exit the game. Yes. Also, I don't think the palworld thing even started to install. Anyway, just saying, you can just have a copy of stuff. You don't, like, people say, oh, I would never mess with the config files for a 10-foot pole. I'll tell you one thing. When I was playing Quake 3, and I wanted to have well, that doesn't lead anywhere. When I wanted to use my scroll wheel on my mouse, it didn't know what that was. And so I went into the config file and I added mouse wheel as one of the commands. You needed to know what the command was that it allowed it to be one of the controls, and I manually put that in. The game was better after that. We'll just put it there. That's the extent of my coding knowledge. I updated Quake once. So we're just going to re-paste the original engine. It doesn't matter what I paste in there. Anyway, so yeah, if you change these files, the thing is, step one, copy the original file over to a separate folder so that you can bring it back later in case you mess things up totally catastrophically like I did by removing a ton of code or a ton of directories, whatever. Like, you would think that I would be able to make this game run with any amount of adjustments whatsoever. But the only thing I've noticed you can do in here is game user settings and engine. So the only thing that actually is interactable is game user settings and engine. It is currently set to read only. We're going to fix that. Again, go back to game user settings. If I were to play the game now, right now, that weird resolution quality is set to 10. And if I were to... The game doesn't like resolution quality set to anything other than 100, but this is... The resolution size literally does nothing. But we're going to just close that immediately. We're not even going to let it start to run. Just forget about that. That's not important. The important thing is what happens to this file after you've run it for even a second. Nothing has happened. That's weird. Let's try loading it again. Or let's try loading it and actually letting the game play for a few seconds. Yeah, the fact that you can play on this itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, absolutely tiny, unlegible resolution is because it's just a window size. That doesn't mean anything. And also the quality. What if the quality was 1000? That's a good question. Let's just boop. So yeah, that's normal. Everything's normal. Quit the game. And now if you go back into here, you'll notice game quality is set to 34 point some crazy number that I didn't even anticipate. The resolution is still set to 300 over 150. That doesn't make sense because I changed it, but then I did it in full screen and you can't see shit. Why can't you see shit? Okay, so it's changed this number to 34 point whatever. Whatever that guy was saying in that video, talking about how the resolution doesn't want to go under any value under 100 is false. The game itself did this. I did not. Everything's set to 0. That's the default. That's normal. That you can do that within the game. Don't worry about that. You got this other thing, full screen mode set to 1. Other things set to 1. Other things set to true and false. Screen height and desired screen stuff. All of this random intervals of whatever these other numbers are that are down here. What if you made those discrete intervals? What if you changed this to 1000? I don't think it would work, but let's just be crazy and see what happens. If you've never seen Hank Green, it's really fun watching him do his stuff, so it's like whatever. Again, change it to read only so that when you have a weird setting that it's not supposed to actually do, it will actually stay as a weird setting. So now we're testing it with 1000 quality. So 10 times the quality. It doesn't look any different to me. Hold on, before I go into this, let's see. Is there any way to like hack the system? Okay, I don't know what any of that is supposed to do FPS. What if I made the FPS 2 FPS? That would be great. Let's just do that. In the next test, I'll do 2 FPS. Because I'm wondering how badly it'll run, or if that'll actually change anything. It might change something. You never know. We're going to just run it on full screen. I don't care. I just want to see it crash again. You know, it's fine if it crashes. It's fine. It's been crashing this whole time. Okay, so we have 10 times normal quality, and this button doesn't light up. Waiting for everything to clear. The moment that she's fully there, and I see her hair moving even. I wonder if my name can't have an underscore. That'd be interesting. I assume it crashed. There it goes. So the resolution attempt is not important. And if I were to go back into let's go back to the game user settings, which again, I'm only loading in Notepad. It's still set to 1000. Whatever. Before we try editing it, let's go back into read-only and adjust that to not be read-only anymore. Right. It's interesting that these are the only files I can do anything with. And I am able to make changes. I'm just not able to make anything significantly different. Audio quality 0. I don't know what that means. Version 5. Don't know what that means. What if I make it version 1? Just randomly version 1. I don't know what that means. I don't know any of these things and what they mean. That's okay. We have a copy. We don't have to worry about any of that. Adjust as you might. So now I made it say, for whatever the thing was, I said version 1. That's just my only troubleshooting random ideas. Like instead of version 5, like what does that even mean? I don't know. That's a value. What if I made it version 0? Might try that later. So apparently the game is loaded. So that worked out just fine. I don't know what version means. I don't know what that does. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just messing with values, desperately trying to make this game function differently. And besides making it really tiny, I haven't been able to adjust anything to make it so this button can click. Just click. Just click. Please, just click. I just need you to click. I heard it react, but it probably won't do anything. If this goes away and I'm able to start playing the game no, fuck it. It's already scroll wheeling. The moment you see that, you know, you just know, you know. I think you know. If you don't know, I don't know either. Anyway, opening the file again, you see that whatever version is still set to 5. This is still set to 10,000, even though that doesn't make any sense what that means. What if we do resolution quality is 2? Just the number 2. We're going to make version quality back, or version whatever the hell that means, be back to 1. Audio quality, the last thing quality, desired screen height is false. If I set that to true, I don't know. All these other resolution steps, something. Multiplier set to 1, whatever, display output, false, nits, and these other values, including master and voice, human, all these other basic things. Not important. Graphics level is 1. None. Just no graphics. We don't want any graphics. Low. True. These are the presets. These I haven't changed any of this. Graphics quality 0. Common quality 0. This is mode performance. I assume that simply, I don't know if you can change that to be like, instead of performance, do this fast or something. I don't know. What would be a good word for that? I try to think about what I could change in here. Frame limit. Ah, the frames. We found it. Okay, so I'm going to change it from 30 frames to 20 frames. 10. Let's do 10 frames. Let's go insane. Do 10 frames. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Let's just don't save. Did I not change it from read only? I didn't. Oops, my bad. I change it. Thing. Make it read only to readable and writable. Alright, so we start with version. Revert back to 5. Resolution quality. Bring that back to 100. The FPS limit, yeah, we're gonna bring that down to 10 FPS. That should be fine. See, the point is you can do these updates and it will do something. So again, resolution is still whatever, but then full screen mode is last preferred, full screen and whatever else. Full screen mode is at 1. I'm going to put that at 0. And we're going to save that. Just random adjustments. Switching back to read only again. And like at this point, you're not anywhere in the game yet, and it's not actually. Why is it full screen? Doesn't matter. The FPS was changed. What does that mean? Let's find out. Okay, FPS maximum is 10. Oh my god. We have significantly fricked the game up. It only has 10 FPS possibility. This is amazing. It is legitimately laggy. It will not allow anything to happen faster than 10 FPS. That's a real freaking thing right there. Wait for this button to load. Wow, 10 FPS isn't slow enough. We're going to give it 1 FPS. We're going to give it 0.5 FPS. Hold on. What happened? It crashed so hard. So much harder than usual. Okay, interesting. Not sure why. It decided it's not even going to load the rest of the screen. It's just going to not load the game crash thing. No, that is there. Okay. whatever, it's failed. It has crashed. To be sure, the music is playing. There's no one home. So we're just gonna do that. The first thing I want to do before I try anything else is revert back to full screen is false. So I want to do that first. Close it and have it remember that. And it's interesting that you can make the FPS go down to 10. What does that even mean? You can make the FPS 69. You can make the FPS anything. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna try. Yes, I know. News, close that. Okay, let's go to the FP. This thing, we're going to go to windowed, and we're going to press escape so that we go into windowed mode, and then that is going to have us preset as windowed mode. As you can see, FPS, things are happening like every or 10 frames a second, meaning these don't stop being lit up. That's the first thing I noticed. We're going to close that. We're going to open it again. We're going to have fun with this. I want to, no, actually, hold on. Before I go even further, because further beyond, oh wait, no, I need to allow it to be red, because if I don't do it red, then it's not going to actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go into the thing. He's a freak! What is he doing with his life? With his game files. Nothing you need to worry about. Frame limit is 10. I'm gonna reduce that to 1. 1 frame. That's all you get per second. We are going to crash this thing so hard. I wonder if I want full screen or not. I don't think it makes any difference. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's leave it as readable so that it can be adjusted if need be, and we'll find out what happens. I need it to be red so that when I go to full screen, I'm able to go out of full screen and do the other half of the test, which is low resolution, low FPS. So let's find out what happens with 1 FPS. Okay. As you can see, one object is flickering every so often. This is extremely slow. Okay. Yeah, that's slowed it down. 1 FPS confirmed. 1 FPS palworld. It is easily doable from your own. You don't need no mods for this. You can do it yourself. Just change it from 30 FPS in the files to 1. There you go. Is this cursed? Hold on. Is this button gonna light up? We're gonna find out. The instant the button could possibly be accessible, it will be lit. We're gonna click it. We clicked it. We clicked it. It crashed. God damn it. We were able to click it. That is already an improvement, if you ask me. Anytime the game was running too fast, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna let you do anything. Now it's like, wow. Yeah, it crashed. I don't know why it crashed. Here's the thing, right? Whenever it tries to make a save file, it seems to fail. Now here's my question. Why? It could have something to do with this. I have absolutely 0 space on my hard drive. Could have something to do with that. Could have something to do with the Listen, the game can be playable or whatever else, but if you don't have like the stuff space to do it in, like I tried deleting some stuff. I'm gonna delete freaking GTA 5. That's what I want to do. I want to delete GTA 5. I want to delete something. GTA 5 is the first thing that comes to mind that I don't care if I keep. But like, there's Raft, there's the monster game, there's Warface. What is Warface? Okay, Warface is a few hundred megabytes. That's easy. You can keep that. Zeepkist! I love that game. Why would I delete that? And installed is 1 gigabyte. Zeepkist is such a great game, it runs slowly anyway. Destiny 2 is asking for an update. I don't feel like Destiny 2 is 100 gigabytes. I don't even play that game. I am deleting Destiny 2. Goodbye. We're not even going to test it. We're going to free up some space on my hard drive. Holy crap. Why would I have multiple of these games? Railroads Online Beta. I haven't played that in a while. I haven't played Destiny 2 in a long time. I don't want to play it again. GTA 5 I actually might play again. I don't know. At least I know there are some parts of it I like. So, yeah. Maybe I just didn't have enough space for a save file. You know, Minecraft has a save file of over 3 gigabytes. What if palworld needs a certain large save file in order to be able to initialize? And if it just doesn't have that space, it's like, well, we can't. So it doesn't. And now we have 100 gigabytes of space all of a sudden out of 900. Let's start the game again. We're still using 1 FPS. Yeah, having a good amount of space is nice. Space. It's so beautiful. The elegance. The story of why I like my PC to have space.
These are the most alien-like animals that you would never believe exist on Earth. The fried egg jellyfish, the axolotl, the lampoctes, the star.
We're back to 1 FPS palworld, as if that's gonna help anything. But we're gonna try anyway. Just as a test. Multiplayer is off. I've never considered turning multiplayer on today. I've tried it before. What the fuck is that fish? This is the face when I'm trying to play the game. Very sad face. Okay, so now that we have the space for a potential palworld save file, if that's the solution, I'm going to be upset. Also, we're going to try to remove the little underscore here very as quickly as, well, who cares? It crashed. Forget about it. It's nothing to do with the underscore. It has nothing to do with if you have a big enough save file space. The game is useless. And not for lack of trying. No, it's none of the stuff that I've done. I reinstalled the game and it didn't work. Okay. It's mostly because the game requires 16 gigabytes of RAM, better resolution stuff, and like I'm not even in the game. But I was able to start the game, sort of. So what is the hiccup in the program to make it so that it doesn't want to let me play the game? I don't know. In all of this, I'm here to tell you, I have no idea. Lowering the FPS doesn't seem to change anything. I'm gonna just switch it to readable so that we can make some of those presets go back to normal. What is going on with the... It is readable. Never mind. Okay, we're going to reload that, go back into out of full screen mode. Keep it at low res and low FPS and try again. We're gonna try it because it has to start at a low FPS or a low res. Surprisingly, it did work at low. I don't understand. Like, why can it get to that point and after that point, it's like, no. Just flat out, no. It doesn't make any sense because if you have, it doesn't matter what your computer's capable of doing. We're just in character creation. We can't even get the game to run. So I'm going into graphics. I'm going again into windowed mode on the lowest resolution. It'll let me. See, I don't understand. I made a video talking about in Minecraft that if you have close that. Apparently, like with Minecraft, when they render stuff, they always make sure that they render it. Okay, the resolution's gonna be still at the 640, 360. Who cares? And this thing is at 100, and the FPS limit is still at 1. That hasn't automatically changed, which is insane. Your stream seems to be at 1 FPS. That doesn't make any sense. Actually, it does, but no, it doesn't. Why would it be? Anyway. Now the game actually doesn't load in full screen. So now we're at the minimum normal FPS, which who cares? Again, so we're small, we're low FPS of 1, and we're not even going to do anything else except for try to load the game. What if I made it so it'd be 0.5? You can do that. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. You can make the game have 1 frame every 100 seconds. It doesn't make any difference. There's something else making this game not be playable. Click the thing. Just click it. Make my name. You heard that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. We did something just then. Do you understand what we just did? We literally did one thing, which was lower the resolution, having it at 1 FPS, and it actually let us click the button, but then it crashed again. So, and that's literally the only thing I know how to change is the like maybe the FPS, maybe the resolution or whatever. So now we're going to go a little bit crazier. I'm here to do what no one else wants to do and mess with the resolution of stuff. We're going to go 300 again. No, not 100, 300. Holy crap. I can't stand 100. But we're going to do 300 by 150. FPS, we're going to lower that to, where the fuck is that? Frame limit is going to be 0. 0.0 5. We're going to change it to 0.05. Yeah, that's it. The resolution, whatever, and the other stuff, everything else is the same. This, wait, hold on. Never mind. Sorry, forget I tried. Forget I tried. I have to go back into no, wait, what? It isn't read-only set. Okay, weird. Let's try this again. Frame rate is going to be 0.05. Resolution is going to be 300. Why did it not let it work? I don't know. 300 by 150. And we're going to save. Not save as, but save. It worked. I don't know what difference that made. Desired screen frame rate limit, all that stuff. Desired screen height is 1,000 something. What desired screen height is smaller? So we could literally just make this a different number. I'm going to make it 500. We're changing more stuff. There we go. So now desired screen height and desired screen width is 500. The actual screen height and screen width is 300 by 150. The refresh rate is of an FPS of 0.5 per second. So here's what I'm working with. We're working with this. This is as good as it gets. We pushed a button, chat. We did a miracle. We pushed a button. This is an even lower resolution than we had pushed the button. So we are now going to attempt to go further beyond with even half the frame rate of last time. There we go. Sorry, I don't have a thing set up to hold my phone for me. Otherwise known as a girlfriend. We are not changing a damn thing. Maybe we should change it, actually. You know what, we could change it. How long do I gotta click a button? Hello? You know, you didn't take this long to click buttons the literal instant ago. Hello? Hello? What is going on? I pressed 2 buttons already. This is not as slow as that. Click the button. I think I broke the game by making it too slow, because it's not even pressing the button. There, it pressed the button. The very slow fade to black. Let's begin our adventure into the 0.05 FPS palworld at tiny resolution. If I can get a save file to work, if I can initialize, then I'll consider like alternative settings for like, you know, everything else that I'm doing in life. This is also why I'm not using a direct. Okay, hold on, hold. For that button to light up. Is it lit? I can't tell if it's lit. It crashed. Fuck. God dang it. I mean, last time we at least got to the point where we got a button to press. Now we seem to be a step backward. Maybe 1 FPS was the best. After all, less than that is a little bit too much. But also I changed something else. That makes me upset. Oh, I didn't make it read-only. Interesting. My iPad is running out of power. Goodbye, fishy. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to have refresh rate of 5. We'll change that back to 1. Or 0.5. So we're going to save that, close it, start again. How do you guys like the beard? I shaved it from being like extra long to like sort of. Moving on. One FPS, tiny resolution palworld. Attempt 1. I think the FPS makes a difference. It literally does. I actually changed the title. Wow. How bold of me. Unlike what you would imagine, it actually doesn't matter how fast you press the button. As you've noticed, it'll just do actions slowly. Maybe you do need to press it a little bit slowly, like with a bit of a hold to it. Okay, whatever. Music is beautiful. It's a very nice game. I would love to actually be able to play it. eventually. Waiting for that beautiful moment where... Here's the thing. Why isn't my save file actually made? That's my question. Like, it should be made, and then, like, it won't actually... Oh god. We pushed something. It crashed. 1 FPS, 300 by 150 resolution. This is my first attempt. It crashed. Okay, go. Yeah, in short, I bought the game for I bought the game knowing it's most likely not going to be able to play. I didn't expect to do anything in the menu, and then literally the moment I try to do anything with the character creator, it crashes. Not even getting into the game. That is highly unoptimized. That's bad. I'll tell you one thing. The menu of some games allow you to play the game, but I'm gonna say it, okay? You don't understand what it's like having to change the files so much that it actually is ridiculous. It's actually just full out ridiculous. What you've done to the files, and yet no results. I got the button to press one time. If anyone remembers my beginnings of Monster Hunter World, you will know that it took me a minute for it to actually allow me to try playing Monster Hunter World. And that game was able to play. But not because of because of low frame rate, but because of well, I did try it on low frame rate. Hold on. Copy. I put the original copy back in so that things like resolution, whatever else stuff I messed up that I didn't want to really do anything else with. We're back to 30 FPS. We're back to regular resolution. We're back to standard settings. But I can't, I'm not a coder. I'm not someone who can try to understand all I know is like the resolution and FPS. I'm basic, right? Trying to make this game work with a lower amount than necessary amount of RAM. Let's face it, if you can get in the menu, you should be able to not have it fucking crash. So the thing that I'm gonna do, gonna go into full screen so I can look at it. I'm gonna upgrade it from 30 to 90 FPS. They say a lower resolution. Well, I'm gonna do that later. Notepad. So we have this resolution of whatever the hell. We're gonna lower that to 168 by 105. Let's do that. It's gonna be even smaller. Oh, it's gone to full screen. I forgot to make it not full screen before I left. It's not going to remember to go to not full screen. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just going to make it full screen. Close the game. Fix it again in post. Okay, let's go back to a lower resolution. The battery is at what? 9. Oh, that's perfect. Let's go down to the usual 300 by 150 or 100 resolution, as that does nothing to the game except for make it possible to have everything running all in one space. I don't know what about optimal. Optimal is not the thing we're looking for. We're looking for functional. Look at that. So now we have 90 FPS. It's hard to see anything because it's at 100. But the fact that it's at 100 at all means we're at least, and running means that it can run at this small size. Imagine trying to click this button is a nightmare. Well, that didn't work. So basically, I either need to spend $1,000 or something on a new computer, which I can't afford, or get one of you guys to do that for me, or find someone who's willing to update the game so that it can work on a 8 or 10 RAM computer, because you can do that on your side to make it so that it runs as powerfully as Minecraft. Just do literally, I give you permission to do anything to the game whatsoever, developers of palworld. Do anything that you want whatsoever to make it possible to run on, let's just say it, 8 gigabytes of RAM. If you can do that, we can talk about something. Like a price for your efforts. However, considering the game costs like not much, if you can do that, I'll pay you like $5. Okay. That being said, if anyone can do it, I would gladly pay $5. But just put it into, again, you just put the mod pack into CurseForge, and yeah, I will definitely download it, try it. I mean, it has to be legitimate. I would say label it as utilities. Currently there is gameplay and other things, quality of life, UI, and none of you have made anything that makes it so that the game runs. Better backgrounds, menu backgrounds, that's not important to me. The display date and time, I don't know what that means. The less temp FX, its description for less temp FX is the HUD effects. So you have your HUD like move to the side or something. Or it's whatever. It's a more simple HUD. I don't care. None of you have made a mod pack that allows me to play this game. So, why am I bothered about it? Why don't I just get a game computer that actually can run the game before I buy it? I wanted the music. I don't care about the game. Literally, there is none. I've looked. PAL info, okay? Photo mode, doesn't matter. Save and load locations, doesn't matter. Spectator mode, doesn't matter. Would that matter? I don't think it does. Teleport safety mod. PAL balls, getting more of those. Light adjustment keybinds, doesn't matter. Hover mode, doesn't matter. Get an items, doesn't matter. Guru mod, doesn't matter. Free cam enabler, doesn't matter. Okay? Do you hear me? Developers? Map collectibles helper doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. NVIDIA reflects configurable. This is like possibly like what the fuck did you even do? And it's like it's a simple thing to enable the NVIDIA reflex. What like allows you to start using that. And it's like that's not even that doesn't help anything. Increase camera distance doesn't matter. All binds, saver settings, one of a kind, PAL variant, whatever. What the hell does that mean? Visible PAL, I don't care. Reveal the map, I don't care. Remove the PAL revive timer, I don't care. Replace statue power, give me foods, or crusher. None of these things matter because it doesn't let me play the game. It's an alpha. I don't care.